Is the cryptocurrency bull market back, or are we still heading down? Talking about it in this video, checking out the Bitcoin chart, checking out the Litecoin chart, and also checking out my fan favorite, or my favorite, Digibyte. Stay tuned. That's my new broadcast. So I'm gonna do this weekly video. I wanna do something like a weekly video. I gotta start getting some kind of repetition here. You know, maybe do like a Monday night crypto talk or something like that. But today I wanted to take a look at some what's going on with the crypto world. Talk about what's kind of the news and what we can expect this week. Well, the first thing we need to think about here is what's going on in Asia. Well, we got the Chinese New Year going on. So I am hesitant to think that we are going to make a major move this week, but Bitcoin is showing some strength. It's showing some strength, and I like to be optimistic. You know, I like to be optimistic in life. I like to look at the glass half full. I mean, obviously, you know, Bitcoin's not going to zero, so that's a good thing. That's a good start. Just take a look here. Look at the 5-minute chart. If you look here, last couple days, Bitcoin's been looking pretty bullish. Now, obviously, looking at the 5-minute chart is a little bit different than looking at the daily chart. But you can see we pulled down here to the 6,000. I think the low is on around 5,600 area. And ever since then, we bounced back. You know, we're getting up here to this resistance area. We got above 9,000. We pulling back. You know, we're looking good. It's not looking bad, but that's the 5-minute chart. If you zoom out here, it's a little bit different of a picture. If we zoom out here, we look down like, oh, yeah, it's not as pretty. Are we at the top of this next wave? Are we about to turn down? You know, what's really going on here? And obviously, it's hard to say at this point because I can't really give you a solid answer. Nobody can. And I think we got a couple things playing against us right now overall with just the Chinese New Year, with the overall just kind of market just skepticism. I think we might need to see one more major pullback and then bounce and then start to make that move higher once things kind of get back to normal. You know, a lot of people are thinking that we need to get down to the $5,000 area. That's, you know, technical analysis. People are saying, hey, this $5,000 area would put us back on point with last year's kind of upward trend before the big parabolic move. But, you know, I'm going to try to be optimistic here. I'm going to say that we did touch down. We pulled down here to this support area. You can see, you know, decent support here at this $6,000 area there. So we pulled down there. We got down to that $6,000 area. Obviously, we didn't get, you know, really down there. We didn't get down past it. We didn't have a big sell-off, but you can see, you know, we had some buying stepping up there, $6,000 area. So in theory, we got pretty close to that support area. And, you know, overall, like I said, looking at the 5-minute chart on the smaller time frame, it does look bullish. So we're sitting here and we're like, hey, this looks pretty good, but I'm not sure I want to be buying Bitcoin right now. I'm not sure I'd want to be loading up the boat, and as long as we're kind of below this trend. So you can see overall, you know, we're just kind of drawing this trend here. It's not looking too hot if you look at it on the hourly chart. You know, on the 5-minute chart, obviously it looks a lot better, but right now we're still trending lower here. We got this channel just going down here. So I've seen a lot of people talking about that $5,000, that $4,000 area that Bitcoin needs to get down there first. I'm going to be optimistic here and say that we have found a bottom. I'm going to hope, I'm going to pray, but I'm also not going to be buying right now. And when I say I'm not buying right now, it doesn't mean I'm not long, but I'm not going to be loading up at that $9,000 area or $8,000 area. You can see previously, you know, we bounced back. It looked bullish, and then we sold off. You know, we might get one more test of this $9,000, $10,000 area and then sell off. But I think overall, we really need to break out above this $10,000 area right now. That would be a more bullish sign for me. I'd feel a little bit better if we really had a nice break over 10,000 and then we consolidated for a while and then started to move sideways. And then started, you know, stepping higher, making higher lows, making moves like that. But as of right now, I'm just not feeling super bullish if I look here at the 1-hour chart. Let's look at the daily chart, see if that makes us feel any better about this. Same kind of thing. You know, you can see, we thought we were doing pretty good at the $10,000 area. People thought, oh, we bounced off 9,000. We were going to consolidate. We're going to look good. Now we're going to break out. But you can see we went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, 10 days or so. We went sideways. We thought we were doing good. And then boom, got slammed again. It's looking like that's where it wants to go right now. It looks like it wants to do kind of a similar move. You know, and now that it's Chinese New Year week, we're going to have a lot less Asian buying pressure. We're going to have a lot less people trying to get in. You know, maybe the Asians are going to start buying because it's the holidays. They feel happy and they want to start buying. I talked to some friends in China, and they said that, most people in Asia are traveling with their families. Most people go home for the holidays, or most people cash out. They buy presents and stuff like that. It's basically Chinese New Year is their Christmas. They have like a week-long, just total country shutdown. They shut down all the factories. Everything just turns off. So that's what's going on right now over in China, kind of in the Asian markets. And I've been telling people, don't expect something crazy to happen this week because of that. A lot of people are going to say, well, China can't even buy Bitcoin because it's banned. But the Asian countries definitely are moving the crypto markets when it comes down to it. And, we need everybody working together here to push this higher. And right now, looking at Bitcoin, we're looking like we need to get above this trend line, get above that $9,000 area, hold there for a while, and then break 10,000, and then find some consolidation, make some higher lows would be good. Now, looking at everything else, so we can look at Litecoin, we can look at Etherum, we can look at Digibyte. If you look at all these other charts, the charts are almost exact replicas. So if you look here, let's look at the daily chart on Litecoin. What does it look like? It looks a lot like the Bitcoin chart, does it not? What's going on here? Litecoin looks like it, wants to break out a little bit more. The trend overall is kind of looking like we're finding more of a bottom here. This area, this $100 area was a key area on Litecoin. We touched that $100 area twice now. It's the daily chart. So Litecoin looking like it wants to kind of find a bottom here. You can see back there in December going from $100 up there to over $400 on CoinBase. Litecoin looks a little bit more bullish. Litecoin's had some big news recently, a lot of stuff going on with the LitePay and all that. But overall, similar charts in general. If we go back to the Bitcoin chart and we really zoom out here, let's look back. Overall, Bitcoin's still up big in the last year. This time last year, Bitcoin was $900. Back in February of 2017, Bitcoin was $900. So if you would have bought Bitcoin last year in February 2017, you would have bought it there at the $900 area. Up big. It's still up over $7,000, $6,000, up there to $8,000, $9,000 a day. I remember when Bitcoin hit $5,000, when it broke $7,000. We made a video talking about how crazy it was that Bitcoin was going up. It hit 10,000. It was like, what is going on? So to think, now that Bitcoin's at 9,000 and people are like, hey, yeah, Bitcoin's total crap. It's going to zero. Yeah, this thing sucks. The guy who bought it $20,000, he's probably not feeling as good about this. But looking at the big picture here, Bitcoin is still up. It's still up big. So don't go and tell me that Bitcoin is total crap and it's going to zero, because it's not at zero yet, and I don't think it's humanly possible for Bitcoin to go to zero. I'll make another video talking about that theory. I said, right now, we are still clearly in this downtrend here. Bitcoin, everything is just following Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digibyte. These charts are almost identical. Almost identical. You can draw lines all over the charts, but at the end of the day, it's going to do what it's going to do. The market's going to move the way it wants to move. It starts crashing. It doesn't really matter where that support is. A lot of the people who are buying and selling cryptocurrencies have no idea about technical analysis. They're not even reading the charts. They're just buying it and they're holding it and they're selling it and they think they're getting rich. So don't think that just because there's support at a certain level that this thing can bounce or it won't bounce or things like that. Don't think that the resistance is going to stop it forever. Really, when it starts to happen, it's going to happen fast. And I think cryptocurrency is going to bounce back in 2018 better than ever. Digibyte is obviously one of my big picks right now. I think the ROI right now at this price, that Digibyte just has the biggest potential. Now, I'm not going to be buying here at the $9,000 area just because looking at this chart, it does not make it seem very appetizing for me to go and buy Bitcoin at 9,000. 4,000, I'm a buyer. 5,000, I'm a buyer. Maybe 6,000, just depends. Maybe I'll buy a little bit on the way down if it gets down to 6,000, 5,000, $4,000 area. But right now, I'm keeping an eye closely on the Bitcoin chart. I've been talking about this for weeks. This is really the only chart that matters in cryptocurrency. We need Bitcoin to stabilize. We need Bitcoin to start rallying, and then all the other altcoins are going to follow along. So keep an eye on Bitcoin. No matter what coin you're holding, I don't care which one it is, keep a close eye on Bitcoin. You'll see everything is correlated right now with Bitcoin, and people are really keeping an eye on the king, the Bitcoin king. And they want to see what Bitcoin's going to do, and then you're going to see if Bitcoin starts rallying, Bitcoin's going to rally, and then the altcoins will follow after. So I think before Litecoin, Digibyte, and all these other coins start to really break away from Bitcoin, we're going to need to see just the whole market kind of rally back. People get excited about cryptocurrencies in general. I think February is going to be a consolidation, kind of slow. Maybe we'll get one more pullback here, but I think overall, February is going to be a slow month for crypto, and we'll see what happens in March. really just keep an eye on that Bitcoin chart for now. Let's see, break over 9,000. Let's see if we can hold over 9,000 tomorrow maybe, and then kind of keep going up. Hit the $10,000, $11,000 area would be nice. After that, you know, we got that resistance there at the $12,000 area. $12,000 area is going to be a key area to break as well. And that's the problem. You know, in the past, Bitcoin went from $6,000 to $20,000. Well, there was no resistance. Nobody had a clue where Bitcoin might stop. And I've talked about this before, but now we have clear resistance. You know, we got 12,000, we got the 13,000, we got the 14,000, the 15, the 17. It's basically just on the way up. You got people that are holding bags. You got people who are going to be trying to short this, trying to crash it, or they're going to be taking profit from the swings. So now that there is that clear resistance on the chart, it's going to be interesting to see what happens if Bitcoin can really start to rally again. So there it is. My weekly cryptocurrency Bitcoin breakdown on kind of what I'm thinking for the overall cryptocurrency world. Hopefully that helps you. If you don't like the video, you go watch somebody else, but you don't have to keep watching my videos. That's the thing. If you don't like these videos, you don't have to keep watching these videos, people. If you want to watch these videos, watch them. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. And don't leave me your comments about how you hate my videos, because you don't have to watch them. So thanks a lot for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do me one big favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. What do you think? Is Bitcoin going up, or is Bitcoin going down from here? Talk to you soon.